What's up everyone, welcome back to another video. I'm super stoked today because I have the carbon fiber diffuser that I'm ready to install. So we're gonna take off this old gray looking one, it's pretty plain, and replace it with a carbon fiber aggressive diffuser. I got this diffuser from Bmw Motorsports, so shout out to them. Let's get into it, let's open the package and see what we're working with. Alright, so here's the carbon fiber diffuser. Got my shop gloves, so I have to make do with these because we're going to ceramic coat it. Alright, so first step to doing a ceramic coating, we're going to use Optimum gloss coat. And then, so this is just a consumer grade ceramic coating. It's super easy to apply and level out. And then to prep the surface, we're going to use Optimum paint prep. So it's ideal to use, the same company's products because they work in conjunction with each other most of the time. So we'll just go ahead and use the paint prep on a microfiber cloth and prep the surface. Alright, now we're ready to apply ceramic coating. So gloss coat gives you this applicator pad, but we're just going to go ahead and use a different foam one because I'm going to save that one for the rest of the car. And then, so we just need to take this tip out of here. I loosened it with pliers. It was on there pretty tight. I just want to put in applicator tip. Alright, that should be good. And then we just want to give it some taps. So we just want to tap it like that so we don't squirt out too much. Alright, now we got a little bit on our applicator pad. Just want to apply it in circular motions. Alright, then we wait till we start to see like an oil slick kind of look. Alright, now we're going to use these pearl weave towels from the rag company. Go ahead and just level out the coating. It's feeling super slick. We'll add a little bit of gloss to it as well. Alright, now we'll just inspect it and make sure didn't leave any high spots. Now we're going to go ahead and remove this stock diffuser, and I believe it's just 4 8mm bolts on each side, and then there's a couple of T20 screws. I know some of the older models don't have the torque screws, but since this is a 2018, I guess they decided to put torque screws in there. So go ahead and take off these 8mm. Now we need to take off the 3 T20 screws right here. Alright, now we can just start pulling these clips out. Carefully, gently, of course. Get a little more leverage down here. Alright. Here is the difference. Much more aggressive on the Bmw Motorsports one. Plus that carbon fiber finish. Can't beat that. So yeah, here are the clips. Nothing too serious, so as you guys saw, it came out pretty easy. So we're just trying to line it up so that these clips slide right in. This is definitely the hardest part of the installation. Having some fitment issues, but that happens when you're dealing with carbon fiber diffusers because they're pretty stiff. So just kind of trying to work these clips in without breaking it fully. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and get out the heat gun because I think that'll make it a little more malleable. Whew. All right, we managed to get it fit in. That was a struggle though. I guess when you're dealing with carbon, like it's way more rigid, way more firm because of all like the glue and all that, but managed to make it work. The biggest thing were the clips, getting them to fit in properly. So what I had to do was end up just jacking up one side of the car so we could get a little bit more room to get under the car. And then I also had to utilize my heat gun. And with this, pretty much, I didn't want to heat up like directly the face of the carbon. So I went on from the back side and just kind of heated up the prongs where they would go into the holes. So it'd be a little bit more malleable, easy to fit in there. And so the fitment's looking pretty dang good. And just happy we didn't break anything. So right now I'm just gonna go ahead and screw the screws in and it should be good. So this part was slightly difficult. As you can see, there are indentions in the carbon fiber diffuser for where you should probably drill the holes, but they didn't quite line up perfectly with how my car was. So the stock diffuser basically had these holes where the screws had to be drilled into. So that's what I'm having to do, is basically line it up, try my best to get it straight on. Because especially with the middle torque screws, those are like predefined holes where you have to drill the screw, and they were not lined up perfectly. Very stoked. We finally got the diffuser installed, even though it was a pain fitment wise, but you know, got to make it work, especially working with carbon. It's wet carbon too, so it's a little more rigid, like I said earlier, and it was just a pain. It took me and my dad helped me out a little bit just to try to use the heat gun and squeeze the tabs in there. And then once we got all the tabs locked in, we put some screws in the bottom, so it's very secure. Didn't really need to use the tape that it came with it. I'm not really sure where I would have put that even. So I also didn't use the hardware that came with it. I just reused the old hardware from the stock diffuser. But let's go over the fitment. It looks pretty nice. So right here in the corner, it's just popping out a tad bit. Had a little bit of issues there, but overall, I mean, can't complain. Aftermarket parts never really fit the best anyways, so I'm just glad I got it in there and it's looking good. Shout out to Monaco Motorsports for getting me the diffuser in one piece. Install was kind of difficult. Nothing ever goes as perfect as you want it to, especially working on cars, but it's how it goes, is what it is. Got it on there, looks good to me. Appreciate you guys watching. We got more parts on the way, so stay tuned. hit that like button, subscribe, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace.